Hey everyone, Barry here from TGS with another Forza Motorsport live stream. Coming back to it, just played yesterday and completed out Power Tour, and we're back in action today to begin Legacy Tour. Actually, go ahead and pull that up for simplicity, but yeah, we're hopping into the final non-rotational tour. I mean, I guess open class tour is not truly rotational. I believe they update the reward if I'm not mistaken, but that's not mandatory for completing this game according to the career mode achievements, just Legacy Tour is. I talked about this yesterday. I'm 100% going to do Legacy Tour. I'm not sure if I'll do Open Class Tour. We're obviously also going to do these showcase events, but let's zoom through the intro and I'll kind of cover it all there. So plan for day, schedule on one directly from our Discord. It popped up on screen. As you can see here, it's Tuesday, so Forza Motorsport running like 10 minutes late. It's also probably going to be a shorter stream. Electrovolt's had to travel out of town by train today for work, and coming back in arrives in like an hour and a half or something. So I'm gonna try and go pick her up, but we're gonna absolutely finish Vintage Hatch. There's only 5 races, so I suspect it'll take like an hour or so, and you know, maybe aim for an hour and a half max session kind of deal. But we'll wing it as we go. Sorry for cutting it short, but our only goal for today is to complete Vintage Hatch. I do one championship series per stream. Move on to tomorrow, we got Counter-Strike 2, ... It's all listed there. I'm not going to cover it. Just bring the game screen back up. Plan for the game, I already gave it away, so all of career mode, including all of these different tours. We've completed 3 out of 4, minus the showcase event. So we're going to do all of that through Legacy Tour. I may or may not do the Open Class Tour. It's not mandatory, apparently, from what I read online. It's meant for, you know, cars that you leveled up in these. You then go to Open Class just to continue leveling them and stuff, but I'm not here for the long haul like that. I'm here just to complete career mode and get at least 500 gamer score. So, you know, we're at 410. I might try to even go for 750 and just spend a stream or two just doing achievement hunting, but we'll wing it as we go. Like, sub, link, subscription, check it all out. That's pretty much it for the intro, you know, work, stream. Then I got some other stuff to do. We're looking to buy a house and finalizing stuff, and it's pretty much almost 100% gone through. Just need the final signatures and this and that. We've been going back and forth like you do, picking the dates and this and that. So tonight we'll hopefully get the final offer out, and you know, by like end of June I'll be moved into my new man cave, my new house. So we'll see how the cookie crumbles on that. So that's gonna be taking a bunch of my time outside of streaming. Hopefully not affect many streams. Probably when I move, but till then we are okay, if you know what I mean. So that's pretty much all I got for random chat. There's nothing else exciting. You know, it's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, but I have work all day, then I stream, then I have a 7 p.m. work meeting. Can't make this stuff up because I work for an international company, so it is what it is. But we'll still have some chill time, so you know, watch some TV or something. And that's pretty much all I got. So what I'll do is I'll show the video, we'll pick out a car, we'll go paint it, all that good stuff, and then we'll go from there. So let's see. Check one last thing. Alright, all my cables look good for my wheel. Dog was under the table before the stream, so I just wanted to make sure. He has pulled out cables before. But all looks okay. So, yeah, let's get the show started, I guess, at this point. Shout out to King in chat, what is up? So yeah, like I mentioned, I'll show the Vintage Hatch thing, we'll pick a car, and then we'll hop into the racing, and I'll be skipping practice. I definitely don't need to practice in a Vintage Hatch. Not like we're going anywhere quickly. But I do like to drive them, especially when you mod them. They can become little beasts.
In the 1970s, when rising fuel prices prompted most manufacturers to prioritize fuel economy over performance, VW shocked the motorsports world by delivering fuel economy and total driving excitement with their first GTI. Its smash success birthed an entire generation of light, sporty, performance-engineered compacts that came to be affectionately known as hot hatches. Now we relive the golden age of hot hatches by reimagining their potential and building them up to today's demanding standard of performance.
Hey, welcome to Stream King. Greatly appreciate you stopping in. Not sure if you found us through a video or how, but some people find me through needing help with achievements to, you know, just seeing a stream someday or some video I did 5 years ago. You never know. So here are our options. We got the Dodge Shelby Omni GLHS. I didn't even expect to see that on this list, so it caught me off guard. Ford Fiesta, Toyota Sprinter, GTI, and Scirocco. The GTI is pretty badass for this, but also there's a Scirocco. I'm kind of mixed. I'm definitely going with the V-dub. I'm a Euro car fan through and through. Just kind of question, do I want to go with the old school Golf or do I want a Scirocco? The Scirocco is pretty awesome, but for racing purposes, the GTI has more performance index points, and it also looks like it'd probably be lighter. And I'm going to focus this build entirely on, you know, probably upper E class, lower D class ratings. We don't want to go too far with it. I'm not going to keep it this color. I don't know why I wasted time picking that color, but we're actually going to back out and go paint the car manually. So we'll come do that race in just a moment. So you can't customize, for some reason you can't customize your car other than, you know, performance items once you go into the racing, at least to my knowledge. So you have to come all the way back out here, and that's going to make me select the car even though I just had it out, which is another thing I wish they would change. Do like a Horizon or something, just have a default slot when you're in the menus. And trying to think which game you're talking about. We dropped a CS2 montage a few days ago. We dropped a different video yesterday, which was like a mashup including American Truck Sim. And I also live stream Mill Sims and Counter-Strike 2, Warzone, etc. So could definitely be a multitude of videos. But definitely appreciate you checking it out and stopping in. I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. Fine design, that's why. Picked the wrong one. Trying to rush here to get started. 1, a little bit late. 2, not going to hold the full 2 hours because I got to go pick up Electrovolts from her train ride. Well, I don't have to. She could take, you know, Uber, for example, but I thought that'd just be rude at that point. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and paint the car, manufacture red, and then tint the windows and stuff. Call it a day. Don't want any of those. I'm not trying to make it a legit race car. That's kind of why I stepped away there. Let's go with the original red. We're going to throw carbon on the hood. So that's polished, that's matte. Definitely matte. It has mirrors, but the game doesn't think it does. Definitely doesn't have a wing, I'll agree with that. Paint the rims black. Get some red calipers on there to match the paint. You definitely need some tinted windows. I'm one of those people that would tint all my cars. Maybe there'd be like 1 or 2 specific cars that I wouldn't bother tinting, but I feel like tint brings a car together. Sneaking in videos at work. I mean, I guess I can't blame you. I work remote, so yeah, I literally just walked from my home office down the hallway to my, you know, man cave. Here we are. Alright, so we gotta go down to Vintage Hatch. So first race is Lime Rock Park. It is 7 laps. So I'm playing on the G923 wheel. I have like a 50 or so inch 4K screen I'm playing on from the Series X. My Omen gaming laptop's running the Streamlabs, and then 1080 obviously for the stream. And then I'm using my controller to get audio. So to note, if my controller dies, the audio for the game will die, and slowly my voice will die if I don't turn it off quick enough. And it happens at least once a Forza stream, because this is the only game I have to do this for. There's no you know, headset adapter on my steering wheel, so I can't plug into the wheel to get the game audio. So I have to turn on the controller, and the Xbox decides, hey, let's shut your controller off because you didn't touch it for 20 minutes. Which I get, but while I'm using it, it's kind of annoying. Let's run this car stock for the first race. Just kind of want to test it out, see what's up. It's been a not a bad week, but a busy as F week.
Lime Rock's bus
Between work, trying to buy a house,
is a short
streaming, blah blah blah.
Where you'll need to find your rhythm, turning through 4
I'm gonna skip the warm-up
changes.
lap, well, laps. I'm gonna at least take a few turns with it. Let me at least say hello. See what this car's all about. We just drove the C8 Corvette yesterday for a championship, and yeah, this car. It's a fun little thing to drive. I have traction stability off, simulation, everything except, you know, fuel and tires, and I have ABS on. And we have the turning line on just in case. I only play once or twice a week, and I'm not trying to spend my time rewinding because I took a turn too fast in a different car that I'm driving for the first time. Did that on purpose because I'm trying to skip practice anyway. Let's hop into it. It was snowing here today, rain and snow, so yeah, it was all, we had that slush on the ground, and it's all melting now already because it warmed up enough to melt, but some cars had, you know, snow on the tops and stuff. It was really ugly overnight. We had like heavy rain, sleeting. For the first race, I'm gonna start in 6th place just to get a feel for the car and the competition. I always leave the difficulty on 4, which is the median. Difficulties are 1 through 8. 1 being, you know, stupidly easy. 8 being the cars are basically unrealistic. Be like a rear-wheel drive 800 horsepower muscle car from the 70s, and it'll be taking turns like it's a Ferrari F50. And it's just like no game, no. But that's kind of how it does it. It's worse than a Horizon, I think, but this game's a little bit more realistic, or a lot more realistic, I should say. Get out the way. I think that guy was fighting me, but he didn't want to hit me, so he went off the road. That's what he gets. I think we can catch them, especially because they're braking in a turn that did not need braking. Why does it look like their taillights are all on? I'm so confused right now. I guess they have their headlights on. Ah, he's shoving me. That's what she said. Just keep going. Either way, you know, welcome from Sweden. Met a few people out of Sweden streaming for the last few years. It's been pretty cool. One of the perks of streaming is you meet a lot of different people. I built this channel on, you know, gaming. There's no politics, there's no, you know, this or that. It's strictly for gaming. Same how I spend my time gaming. Trying to enjoy the game, don't matter who I'm running it with. Sorry, bud, but you keep braking and it's getting on my nerves. Oh shit, he's angry. Drivatar is pissed. They play dirty, huh? Motherfudger, man. I don't know if we'll ever catch that person up front, because I don't know how the hell they got up that far up front in the first place. I won't lie, I tried to cut that all crazy because I'm trying to gain time. So we'll never catch first place without gaining time ASAP. The guy in front of us is way too far ahead. Making me regret not adding a little bit of power to this thing.
penalty is about half a second.
I don't know, I might just restart this as much as it would be stupid, because trying to win, it's not against Drivatars. They're probably modded while I'm stock, so they're kind of middle fingering me right now. I'm gonna go back out and see if we can throw something on the car. That was a ugly start. I mean, it wasn't too bad in the sense of, you know, driving and stuff, but I'm not trying to lose to some guy who's obviously not in the same car class that I am. So we need to do something with this car to get some power on it. Let's get an exhaust on it. Otherwise, I'm just wasting my time. If it was multiplayer, you know, I would have stuck it out. It would be okay. I wouldn't be upset. I'd wish I could win, but I'd move on and take second place like a champ. But against Drivatars, who the hell wants to lose? You know what I mean?
It's a short box-shaped chicane. Where you'll need
Losing
to
a bit
find
of
your
time
rhythm
there, but
turning through 4 quick.
let's go ahead and let's get practice. This time I'm going to start on third as well, because we were starting on 6, and yeah, if they're modded, even with the exhaust, I might not be able to really fully compete with them, so I need to get ahead as quickly as possible. So like, realistically, if their car is better than mine, it don't matter how hard I try, if I'm, you know, 80 horsepower down with the same handling. They're going to be able to get more top speed as long as they're taking the turns well and stuff. I don't got a chance. Look at them, they're all faster than me, so that's why. That's why I threw that exhaust on. Sorry, Dominoes. Should give me heartburn. Every time I get Dominoes, it's just heartburn, palooza. Let's keep on them. Ow. Why is he taking the turns like that? He's like swerving violently around the edge of the track or whatever the hell he was doing. Maybe because we were fighting, so he got over to the edge and was following the edge. Well, it helped me, so I don't care, I'm out. I was barely off track. Definitely didn't deserve to be penalized. I figure like 10 minutes per race. Yeah, 5 races in, that's 50 minutes. So I'll have to drive to pick up electrovolts from the train. I don't mind excuses to drive my car. It sits in the garage a lot, my real life Forza car. Older S5 with like 450 horsepower and retrofitted parts, this and that. I have thought of upgrading it, but buying a house, just gonna leave it alone. Also, I want to get a separate car someday, so.
Time
Get the
penalty
f
is
out of
1.5
here.
seconds.
Gonna give me 1.5 penalty in club mode. I guess I did cut that corner pretty sharply. I was trying to maintain speed. Just give me a break, game. I only got a few laps in this car. My first time driving a stop without doing the practice laps. This is my practice. Oh, just don't. They're gonna, yeah, I'm doing the same thing, because look at the speed I'm taking that turn at, and the angle. So I'm not giving myself the space I need to properly take it. Usually I like to be a little bit less sloppy. So yeah, we got like 30 or so hours on this game. Mistakes happen. We're dominating this race because I took it early. But because I had to fight to get it early. If I didn't get it early, whoever was in first was probably just going to leave me in the dirt. We had to fight hard through the turns, hit them at high speeds. This is the only way we were going to get past. Thankfully in this car, since it's such a lightweight little vehicle, even though stock brakes, it stops. If it were heavier, I would never have been able to make those moves and push forward. This game has kind of a weird concept. If you're in like third place and you have two high performance cars, they'll just leave you in the dirt. Next thing you know, they're ready to like lap you. But when you get to first place against those same cars, it seems like they just give up and don't even try anymore because they were hard to catch. Now they're way behind me. If I got penalized for that, I'm gonna park the car and get out and punch the person in the box calling them. But they heard me, so they didn't punish me for that. Just gonna pull over right here and pull up to that building right there, because that's probably where they're watching, like binoculars, to penalize me.
3 to go.
This car is pretty fun to drive stock. No traction stability, it's still manageable. This would be a fun project car. Let's get an old school GTI, but do a full-on engine swap. Fit whatever you can in there. You probably can't fit the biggest engine, but you can definitely upgrade it. Might be a tight fit, but just imagine all that power in this little thing. It'd be a beast. I used to know someone who had a like 800 wheel horsepower Corrado. I think he had multiple Corrados and a Scirocco. I don't think he has them anymore, but long ago. That was back before I was driving. Thanks for watching live. Post in chat for shout out during discussion. Woo! Little thing can go. It's been a while since a car put a smile on my face playing Forza Motorsport. The Sea Corvette was pretty fun to drive last stream, but something about just driving a car like this, the way it handles and everything. About to start lapping people, which usually does not happen. I don't touch my difficulty though, it stays on the same per stream, so sometimes it's extremely difficult to beat the Drivatars, sometimes it's not. Why is that guy on the side of the road? It's like the real life track out here. It's track day, where all the noobs come out, people in the grass and shit. We can catch this one.
Last lap.
See how well this car brakes. It's ridiculous. Looking forward to put some mods on it. Improve the handling a little bit with some sways, some springs. I was gonna get a warning, potentially a time fine, but it's like even if he gave me like 20 seconds, I don't think anyone would catch me. The dog just jumped up all crazy, but he just wanted to itch himself real quick. Oh, the doorbell maybe went off or something. Race number 1 done. Bam.
Well done. We finished P1.
Next race we have Virginia International Raceway South. It's a very tiny track, 6 laps. Performance wise, I already did an exhaust, which I want to keep. But I'd love to throw some roll bars on it. Ah, we can't get the brakes on. That would have been nice. I don't know what else to do. Six points on my performance index should help. Got a little bit more power, just a little bit more oomph, and then at the same time to counter that power, we got some sways on it. That'll really tighten up that suspension.
It's okay if you can't get past a car immediately. Be patient, study their race line, then use their own tactics to rocket past them.
That is stiff. There's my wheel violently moving. Went with 3 for the first race after having a terrible start. Well, not terrible, I was in second place, but there was no way in hell I was catching first. Just no way. I was going to do 4 more laps to find out we couldn't catch them because they were just pulling away. Vanishing in the distance. A little bit more power and handling. I feel like we could take this car a little bit further back. Some of these other cars are really quick compared to mine. That's where my concern lies, in the top speed. See? Because these are level 4 difficulty. They're pulling on me on the straight, so even with an exhausted intake. So we're gonna have to catch him in the turns. It's the only way. The only way. Gotta make quick moves now. Sorry, Bubs, but you guys are like pushing each other anyway. He's pushing me. He's right on my left, isn't he? I hear him. Yep, he's right on my left. Making maneuvers, spinning tires. We gotta keep it up because otherwise we'll never catch him if we don't get him in the turns. This car is definitely not a powerhouse. Raced exhaust and sport intake still not getting me to compete with these guys. Acceleration and top speed, but the turns is where I got them. I mean, just being a GTI and the sway bars. Mine was okay. I thought they might try and call me out for a penalty, but we didn't cross that threshold. It was close though. There goes my controller. Still can race, just the audio is gone. I warned you at the beginning of the stream that would happen. It'll be back in literally a second or two. There it goes. I gotta basically draft them. I gotta rewind, I got stupidly. I was sitting in a weird position and I pushed the brake with a part of my foot that I wasn't planning to. My chair got I'm on a chair with wheels playing on a wheel. The chair holds pretty sturdy, but you know, you apply enough force and you can definitely move. I might have pushed myself a tiny bit away. So that's why it took so long for me to brake. Here's our chance. Take on the inside, hit that dirt, don't give a shit. Seriously running me off the track. No, you're not coming back over here. You're gonna... He's really fighting me. This driving car doesn't want to give it up. Motherfucker, man. Late brake, but this car is pretty good at braking with stock brakes, surprisingly. Much better than a lot of the other cars I've driven with stock brakes. This turn loves to squeal the tires on this thing. Alright, we got first. Now we just gotta hold it. Kind of like last race. They have better acceleration, better top speed. But my car can brake a little bit better and it has better handling from having race sway bars front and rear. I have to use that to my advantage because I can now win on the straight against like half the cars in this race. But once I hit the turns, you gotta hit them harder. Once you're in the lead though, I feel like the game doesn't understand that that drivatar would still be, should still be, you know, riding my bumper. He's falling back, which makes no sense. It took me multiple laps just to catch him and pass him. Looks like he gave up.
3 more.
Got sad that I passed. Quitter. There's 3 laps to go, including this one. Then we'll have 2 out of 5 races done for today's stream. I usually do some rivals racing at the end of the stream if I have time, but today I think I'm just gonna call it after the 5 races, which isn't usually the case. I was actually going to try and stream at 3 o'clock today, but then my work decided to put up a pop-up demo appointment on my calendar. That's why we're holding it at 4+ instead of 3 to 5. So you can blame my work for popping up a demo on me. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So today I was done at 3:30, so I was like, oh, I'll just try and hop on stream at 3. Of course, they put my, well, not them, probably the customer. You get the idea. Yeah, this thing's really fun to drive. Oops. They're doing a lot of awesome cars on this game. The Corvette last stream yesterday. Had a chance to do an RS5. A chance to lose control. Driven out for Romeos, this and that, but this car just provides a unique driving experience. It's a little handling machine, a little bit of power. It's so fun to drive. It was fun to drive stock, but it's a little bit harder to compete with the other cars in this class. So it needed some mods. Next I'm gonna do some springs. If I can do race suspension, that'd be my first goal after this race. Then we might go back to power and upgrade the intake to a race intake from sport. Alright, one more lap.
Final lap.
It's the final lap now. Doo-doo. So I hit the grass again like last time. Almost did. Definitely heard my tire hitting the dirt, but wasn't far enough over to get penalized for it, so we're good. Realistically, it happens all the time. You see like GT racing or something, you'll see some like Aston Martin with dirt flying up from like one of its side of tires because it crossed over a little bit in that dirt. That's also why the dirt looks that way. Just noticed that in the game. You can tell where the tires have been running over. All the grass is just gone. You can see also where people like crashed off into the grass apparently. I never noticed that in this game. Seems like that turn back there had a lot of incidents. And Domino's Pizza coming in place. That's how you get it so quick. I won't say that. Sometimes they take forever, so I guess it depends. Locked a bunch of stuff. Next race, we are doing Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. 6 laps. Whew. Alrighty. Performance-wise, I mentioned I wanted to focus on... I don't have enough. At least do the sport suspension. We gotta upgrade the suspension and we gotta upgrade the intake, so we need about 200 or so points to do those two. While we're loading it, I'm gonna check how long it takes to get to the train station. In case I do decide to go pick up Electrovolt, because I think our train arrives like 5:30 or so. 12 minutes to get there. That's not bad at all. And that's rush hour. What the hell? Why is it so quiet? Why is the highway green in rush hour? What the hell? People off work today or some shit? I'm so confused.
Producing a more competitive racing experience.
That's probably because it snowed earlier. It snowed earlier today, and it was like really crappy sleet, slushy snow. So people maybe didn't go to work. Interesting. Well, that makes my life easy. Shall skip the practice. Like number 8. Let's go with that one. Usual goal for a stream is 2 hours. Usually at least hit an hour and a half if the championship series takes less than an hour and a half. But again today, we're gonna aim for between an hour and a half probably. Springs really bring the handling together. This feels more and more effective with these mods. Which makes sense, right? Now, if I can upgrade the intake, upgrade to the raised springs, and then trying to think what else I can do to it. Upgrade suspension, upgrade intake. Get some like sport brakes on it. This thing would be a beast. Alright, get out of the way, bro. Looks like I did that on purpose. Rewind. I took that turn shittily, and then that guy was right there in my corner, which did not help as well because that impact threw me off. I was trying to fix myself. Got a push on my rear driver's side quarter panel, considering we're on the right side for this car. I didn't really think about it before. I'm just so focused on driving. Scrape some paint off each other, but that's racing for you. If it happens to the pros, it's going to happen to you. That's why on track days they don't let you race like this. Imagine if people were actually trying to be competitively racing instead of, you know, in a friendly, let people pass and stuff spirit. So many cars will come off just smacked. Just naturally. That was a nice save because I was actually about to go over there, but let off the gas just in time. If we can catch this guy in the next 4 laps, we should have this one in the bag. forgot to tap my controller again. Audio will be back in a moment, don't worry. It's really annoying. I'll have to just start pulling the audio from the HDMI at this point, or through the Elgato, I mean, which I can. It's just easier if I pull it through my headset. But that would eliminate the loss of audio that we experience due to Xbox turning my controller off because I'm using my wheel. If you're using a wheel and you have the controller on, they should just leave your controller on. But I guess it's not up to me. I'm using controller for audio since the wheel has no option, plug for audio. Laps, including this one. We're hauling. Probably a minute and a half per lap. Imagine they put us on like the oval for like 3 laps. I think there's 2 more races after this, so we still have a bit to go. But we're almost there.
Last lap. Let's go.
Going in. Just gotta whip it. I'll still think about if I want to do the open class racing or not, but as I mentioned, from what people are saying, it's kind of like, just because you build all these cars during career mode, open class is just so you can use those cars and level them up more and stuff. Yeah, have a more open-ended racing experience. Anything that fits that class can be in the race, so it's not just hot hatches, for example. Whatever you like, as long as it's the right class. The Performance Index group. I'll think about how I want to tackle this if I decide not to do that. Does that mean we only have 3 more races and then a stream
Good work
to do
today.
achievement hunting and this and
We
that.
finished P1.
And we can even do achievement hunting at the end of these streams when I actually hold them in full. So if we get an extra half hour to 45 minutes of achievement hunt on top of doing the championship series, you get the idea. Next we have Watkins Glen for 5 laps. Let's see. So we do the race. Do the race. Fuel and air exhaust. Air filter on. On. Can't do brakes. That's what's up. Few little touch-ups.
The Glen is one of North America's classic motorsports venues. Built in 1958,
Alright. Here we go. That hurt. Alright, let's get practice. I wasn't gonna take any chances. Just gonna go for it. The more I upgrade the car, the easier it is to pull on the drivatars, which makes sense. So I don't know if they're actually upgrading when I am, or only when I get to certain ranges do they change. I haven't actually paid attention to the AI performance index as I mod my car each race.
Appreciate the like, by the way. Kind of a quiet stream though, because it's Vintage Hatch. I feel like every Forza Motorsport stream I do has different viewership based on the cars I'm driving. We had a lot more people stop by when I was driving the Corvette. Not really sure what the other championship series are like that I'll be continuing next week. I think I play this for 2 more weeks for the rest of February, Mondays and Tuesdays. That will be done with career mode up to what I want to do, and probably all the achievements I want to unlock as well. If I decide to skip the open class tour, which is kind of a waste. It doesn't count towards any achievements to my knowledge. It just kind of exists if you want to continue leveling your cars, but I'm not here to level my cars. Unless we have something close to level 50, which I doubt already.
believe that was one of the achievements, but my initial goal is 500 gamer score, and my second goal might be 750. I'm not gonna 1K this game no matter what, so I have to put in hundreds of laps in multiplayer to do so. Should be many, 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 many streams.
One more. Finish strong.
We are out.
Well done.
So we have one more race. WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. 5 laps. It's going to be my final race and final thing I do in today's stream, just a note, because we are getting close to out of time for... Honestly, the only reason to the stream is to do this, but I also got to head out in a little bit. I just lightened the contrast level a little bit. I feel like it was a little bit dark on stream. Alright, let's see. So we got 700 points available. Street tires it is. That should help out a lot. Do one more race. Usually I do 2-hour sessions, but as mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm gonna go pick up electrovolts from the train station. That train arrives in like 20 minutes, and this race will take 10 minutes, and then it's 10 minutes to get there.
Here, there's a sound limit of 90
Extra 10 minutes by the time I get in the car and leave. Especially because my dog will want to come. Then I get to hop in my real life Forza car. Take it for a little ride, so let's get practice. Alright, final race of the day. But I think I'm going to keep this game at twice a week, Mondays and Tuesdays, because if there's 3 more championship series, that's 3 more streams. Then we do the showcase events, which could be stream number 4, and along those 4 streams, we should have a half hour, well, it could be only 15 minutes, but 15 minutes up to an hour of time to basically grind out achievements. So I can knock out the achievements like use this car on this track for a race. You could just literally go to free racing and set that map and track for 1 lap and get the achievement in a matter of, you know, a few minutes. So I'm gonna do that. I'll finish out the rivals achieves, and I'll have to sit down before next Monday when we play this again and decide, you know, what I want to do with the achievements. And I'll also aim to have full 2-hour streams next week. Just trying to get over there. The guy in my blind spot. So I don't have a mirror on my left side. That's visible. You can't even see the right mirror barely. So you can't really tell what's going on back there. Blind spot palooza in this thing. This is a friendly tap. They've been tapping me all day. That's what she said. But either way, Striving Tires do not give a crap about driving wreck. Look at the guy behind. What the hell is he doing? But they've ran me. They spun me out more times than I can count through playing these championship series. So I don't feel bad about ramming them. If it was multiplayer, I'm all about avoiding collisions as much as possible. But what I've learned in multiplayer is also people ruin it for me in the first lap anyway, because what do? They have a collision with you in like the first lap, the first turn, and next thing you know, you're off the track or something and you're falling into last place because there's nothing you can do about it. So we have just over 4 laps to catch up 4 places. Should be reasonable. Okay, hopefully everyone had a good day. Usually don't like cutting my stream short, but it is what it is. We're still accomplishing our goal for today, and that's the way I view it. This was like my main and primary goal of the day. Probably gonna take, what, the equivalent of...
Total time penalty is about a second.
A few games, but either way, it's gonna take, what, no more than 10 more minutes. I'll take the time penalty. There goes my controller turning off because Xbox just doesn't like me. They're like, you're using a wheel to play a game that doesn't have an audio input. Here you go, we're gonna shut your controller off every 20 minutes. And that's the 3rd time that happened today. I've done better and worse. I think yesterday it only happened like once or something. But I've had other days where it happens legit every 20 minutes. Because you're driving the wheel in a race game. The last thing I'm thinking about is making my controller stay alive. I'm about to put in a support ticket at Xbox and be like, it's like if input equals steering wheel, controller stay on. Obviously it'd be written a little bit different than that, but you know, you get the idea. That's the simplicity of what you're trying to code. Just put an if statement or something, please. Get that if then going on. It's been a long time since I've done coding. Don't really miss it though. I did coding courses in high school and college. Well, I'm an engineer in real life. It's just like coding was never my cup of tea. Especially because you have to write like a 1,000-line project for your final exam or something. And then 1 line of code's ruining the entire thing and you can't figure it out. Now you have AI, so that's a different ball game. You probably spit the code into an AI and be like, "Where's my error?" It's like, "Here it is. Fix it for you." Back in my day,
3 left.
we had to find it manually. And like Notepad, it was a nightmare. So I got this race locked in. For anyone interested, I am continuing the week with more streams, but Forza Motorsport It's going to be Mondays and Tuesdays through the rest of February, but then the week that transfers February into March, I think the week of February 26th, is going to be TGS Throwback Week 2024. Like, between 1 to 4 times a year, we do unique weeks where we do throwback games, or we do a bunch of different things. We've had Independence Week, just, you know, we title and play whatever we want, but it's usually non-regular games, so I won't be playing, you know, Forza Motorsport, I won't be playing Counter-Strike 2. I will be playing probably Counter-Strike Source, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, Modern Warfare Remastered, a lot of throwback games, so I'm looking forward to it. No racing games, I will say. Something like Horizon 3 would fit, but I 100%ed Horizon 3's achievements, which included doing every single race as a championship. I'm good on playing that game again. Good times, but it did get old after doing like 100+ hours of championships. You get to the point where you're making championship races custom and, you know, making them Scooby-Doo van races and stuff. Just because you run out of stuff to do, it gets old. I'm glad they took that away from Horizon 4 and 5 though. 100% of the achievements on 3 through 5 of Horizon. I think I 100% of the achievements on Forza Motorsport 3 maybe, but none of the rest just because they're so grindy. This game I would like to have 500, but I've been leading to up that to 750. I skip all the, you know, do like 500 laps of multiplayer stuff and get an S rank for not getting in collisions, because every time I try not to, some dude hits me and it's my fault apparently, so I've given up on those. But more reasonable stuff like finishing the championship series from career mode, taking a snapshot, you know, all those dumb little things. And there's a bunch of achievements for random stuff like drive the Ferrari F40 on, you know, Mugello for a lap. You can't, you know, it's pretty straightforward. Go do some hot laps and some of these cars, knock out some easy achievements. Then eventually I'll retire this game. My next game in this slot will be GTA 5. So Series X expanded and enhanced edition, whatever the heck they called it. Never streamed GTA 5 story, even though I played through it twice. And people have been asking me to do it for years, so I figure it's time. Especially with GTA 6 around the corner. We have over 200 streams of GTA Online on the channel, if I'm not mistaken. But never did I do story. Alright, one more lap, and again, I'm calling it early, so. Next Monday, Tuesday, I'm gonna aim for the full 2 hours, but I could either let Electrovolts take an Uber home, which, you know, wouldn't be that big of a deal, or I can go pick her up. I figure I'll just be nice and go pick her up since we've
Final lap.
we'll have completed all Vintage Hatch Championship with this race, and we're on the last lap of it. So I'll be nice and I'll go. Plus, again, it's an excuse to drive my real-life Forza car that's sitting in the garage. Gotta boot up that supercharged V6 every once in a while and listen to my 450 horsepower purr while it burns fuel. It's not that unfuel efficient, but I live in the city and going light to light, it's already the worst, you know, mile per gallon you can get. You throw in there if you want to have a nice little acceleration or two. Live in the city, and it's not like when I lived in the suburbs. The cops would pick on you for doing anything at all. In the city, I'll see like a Camaro like floor it down the road while the cops sit there, and they'll just watch them go by. Suburbs would be doing U-turns, you know, try and call in like a helicopter on you. I don't miss living out there at all. Pros and cons to each, but suburbs are way better for car life. So I'll give it that. Nothing like leaving the house and having some nice open roads to cruise. I used to live near a farm 5+ years ago for a decade when where I started streaming from. And it It was far suburbs, but it wasn't too far. Still like 45 minutes on average from downtown city, so an hour in traffic. 30 if it was completely dead at like 5 in the morning. No, I'm in the city in 5 minutes from, 5 minutes or less from the, well, if I talk about skyscrapers, there's one on my block. I live on the edge of town where it starts to transition into townhomes. I'm about to drive all the way across town right now to the train station, but for some reason the roads are just dead. So let's take advantage of that. It's usually a nightmare in rush hour to leave the house, so let's exit. Yeah, that's going to be it for today's session. Again, I usually do not hold streams this short, so I'm sorry to disappoint anyone. I was hoping for a full 2-hour session or even a bit longer, but actually this is a good point to call it. Our goal for today, as the title said, was Vintage Hatch. Series complete, we're done. So just to recap my plans for this game, I play this Mondays and Tuesdays, and my plan is to probably take it off the channel starting the week we transition between February and March, which gives us 2 more weeks. And then, yeah, let me see. Actually, I'm wrong. We got 1 more week. But then we have our transition week, where I go throwback week, where I'm not going to play Forza Motorsport. So we might have to finish this game on March 3rd, 5th, and then the week after that we'll start GTA 5. I'll have to sit down and do the logistics, but we need 1 more week of playing this twice to do Retro Tuners and Classic Sport, 1 more week to do Exotic Speed, as well as all of the showcases for all 4 of these tours. They have Open Class Tour, it ends in 1 day. It just, I don't know if it changes or the reward changes, but it has no achievements related to it or nothing. And everyone online just says it's for cars you built in Power Tour, for example, you can bring them here and continue to level them. I don't care to do that. I'm here to just complete the typical career mode and, unlock up to 750 plus gamer score. So, each stream I'll do one of these. So next time will be Retro Tuners and Classic Sport. And, if it takes an hour to do the races, like it does sometimes, then I'll go ahead and I'll switch over to achievement hunting for the second half and we'll still hold the full 2 hours. But we'll worry about that next week. I'm going to pull the plug on this here. So again, sorry to disappoint anyone who's just tuning in, but we've completed Vintage Hatch Championship Series and I'm out of here. We do got Counter-Strike 2 tomorrow, Star Citizen Thursday, it's all listed there. Forza Motorsport returns next Monday, Tuesday for those championships I just shown. Shout out to our supporters, main fooders across the board, BBT on Patreon, appreciate the support. Thanks for watching, like and sub, peace out.